Welcome back, guys. Another beautiful spring day. Now today we got a couple things on the go. The last video you've seen that we were working on the Honda Civic, and then we started doing jumping onto the truck and stuff like that. Let's give you a quick update what we're doing. Work on the Honda Civic today. We got our two-part epoxy all hardened up so it's dry for 24 hours. As you see, we're going to shave some of the engine bay. We shaved some of the unnecessary holes, the seam there, and some stuff like that. So today's engine bay day. Quite frankly, I'm not looking forward to the sanding, especially in engine bay. It's always tight, fingers, kind of sucks. The power of editing, because I really don't want to show you guys me sanding, adding body fill, sanding, adding body fill, sanding, adding body fill, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to do this, and when we come back, it's going to be done. So as you see, guys, engine bay is primed. It is shaved. It's halfway ready to go. A couple things we need to do. We need to pull out the... Oh, I had a brain fart. On top of the master cylinder that needs to come out, we're going to have to get rid of the throttle cable. And then the brake lines we're gonna actually paint to match is my idea. And then I'll probably drop the struts or leave the struts in for now because I'll be going with coilovers later, so it doesn't matter if we go with struts or no struts. We're also gonna do, oh God, this garage is a mess, is I'm gonna start prepping the inside of the fenders. We're gonna take the doors off. We're gonna prep inside the doors. We're gonna prep the frame rails, the front end. And by the end of the weekend, I wanna get it painted. So what's going to happen is we're going to get all this off. We're going to get the doors off, and I'm going to go through here and I'm going to prep all this. We're going to have to pull off all this trim here so we can get around it, and that way we can get this painted. I got to trim up here, as you see. Come down, trim. Poor bare metal starting to rust in spots, so all this is going to have to be stripped. All the fiberglass is going to have to be stripped because I think it's side outside for a day or two when I was doing other stuff. So what we're going to do is by Sunday, we'll have this taped up all through here. We're going to have all this painted to match. We're going to have all the inside the doors sticking apart. We're going to paint that, and then we're going to get it all reassembled. And when it gets reassembled, there is a method to my madness. What we'll do then is we'll get the motor back in spot, and with the motor in spot, we can then pick up the turbo kit off the floor, which, hold on a second, over there in the corner, right over there, there's a turbo kit, and there's the other fender. So we can get that on, we'll get the fenders on, the hood will be on, the doors will be on, everything will be buttoned up, ready for body work, and then I'm going to take all of next week. I'm going to strip the car, I'm going to finish welding the bottom of the doors that I have not done yet, and then I'm going to start building the body work. So I'm going to start doing the body job. That might take a little bit because we did a lot of customizations, a lot of cutting, so we're going to leave it at that. You guys are going to watch somewhat along the way, but body work is quite boring. So I don't want to just bore you guys so you guys click off. So you guys will watch us tear apart the doors and have some fun. Ugh. My fault, I got paint guns there. Okay, so we have good news, bad news. Actually, I don't know if we even have good news. We have bad news. The two front fenders for this Civic are probably not savable. New ones don't come in till Tuesday, which kind of puts a damper on painting this weekend. So we're still going to paint the front of this car this weekend because the transmission and motor have to go in next week. We got a deadline and we got to follow it. So we ordered an ACT clutch, 340 AEM fuel pump for it, and we ordered new flex plate bolts for the flywheel. Jeff is inside right now and he's taking the pedals and master out. So what's going to happen there is we're pulling that out so it gives us enough room to make this engine bay look really nice. So next step will be color, which you guys will see afterwards. And yeah, we're going to get at it. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. As you see, we're not done. Ran into a few issues. We ran out of Scott Brake pad. So we did a little bit of cleanup real quickly. Sitting on the rim for something to do. So tomorrow we're going to the auction, which you guys will see. And then we are going to finish prepping the engine bay. And then it's time to lay some paint Sunday. So I'm going to paint the bumpers of the blue truck and the tailgate and the mirrors and the door handles. And I'm going to paint the engine bay and the frame rails of this that you see it's half done. We have the Civic truck. So we have the engine bay and frame rails painted. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to paint it. The new fenders come in tomorrow, and then we'll paint the fenders and stuff. I'm mixing up some rocker guard because there was some bare metal. And what I did was I epoxy sealed the whole engine bay, which I do on everything I do anyways. But there was a couple spots that I sandblasted you couldn't get at with a sander. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rocker guard some spots that I want that you won't see when the motor is in. So basically it's going to be right down in there is what I want to do, coming up a little bit underneath, right in there. Like I said, just a couple. I want to get the same spot on both sides. There we go. There we go. And then the bottom of the rad support. I don't know if I should do, well, at least the bottom down this way, because the bottom this way was a little rusty. So I just want it so it looks a little nicer. And let's face it, I am going to be painting in here too, so. So the seam sealer is dried for an hour or so, tons of time. Basically, whatever I do on the one side, I want to do on the other side so they look the same. So that's done. And all it's going to do is it's going to help protect the bare metal that was there originally that I ended up sandblasting. So there's that. Nothing too crazy. Again, it's all going to be painted the same color anyways. So I'm gonna mix up some blue paint, guys, and we will come back. Yesterday was a long day. Didn't do much recording because one person and paintwork doesn't really work. When I say yesterday was a long day, there's more reasons for it. So we painted that, which was like 8-9 coats of paint. Sealer, oh, it's just a lot. But we also got the Civic engine bay done. So here is the Civic engine bay, guys, in its glory. We just cleaned it up is all we did. It was nothing too crazy. Looks like there's a little dry spot right in there. Hopefully it doesn't show too much. This side does look, it looks like there is a dry spot. It's not dry, it's more orange peel right there. It's kind of hard. Huh. Can't believe I did that. But here it is. Most people aren't going to notice it, especially where it's shadowed and stuff. So here's our engine bay, guys. Now the good thing about this is we now can get the motor, transmission in, swap it to 5-speed. We can get the rad put in. 2 new fenders show up tomorrow. I will paint the fenders on the inside. I'll get them put on, paint inside the hood, get that put on. We can start our wire tuck, and then I can strip the body of the Civic truck and get working on that. So we got a lot of stuff to do. I don't know if this is going to be done for nationals because we did buy that turboed right-hand drive Legacy. If you didn't see it, check out in the top right-hand corner. Kind of cool little right-hand drive car, but check it out. It's up there, guys. If you're new to the channel, just show me some support and hit that like button. So that's what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do today. We're definitely going to peel some stuff off and see what we have. And then it's kind of cool, actually. This color is, I don't know if it does it justice. Look at the color. That is pretty crazy. Yeah, that is kind of cool. So we didn't go too crazy with the engine bay. We just wanted to tidy it up. That was the biggest thing, guys, because it was kind of a dirty looking mess. I think with the motor, I'll go with a black block. The head's already been cleaned up and planed, so we'll have new head gaskets on it. So we'll have the aluminum head. And then with the transmission, I think I'll go with silver just to tie it in. Or should I go with the black, or should I go with the brown motor and brown engine or transmission? Sorry, I think that'd be tied in too much. I think black and silver would look nice because the silver will go with the head. And then we are doing purple accents in here, I believe. We're gonna see how that looks. So stay tuned, guys.